What is going on, everybody? This is Big Fat Ghost Gaming here. No, it might not seem like it to my non-existent viewers, but it's actually about 8 months later. I've been busy doing some stuff, just hanging out. I got arrested. But we're gonna play some more Ocarina of Time here. And it's a good time because, you know what? We're at the Shadow Temple. And this is a fan-favorite dungeon, and I love it. So let's get it going. We got a bunch of braziers here. And you know what that means. Braziers is hot. Alright. Din's fire. Let's get it going. Shut the fuck up, Navi. Alright, here we are. So eagle-eyed viewers might notice that I still have a Keaton's mask. And you'd be like, well, that ghost, last episode you got a, you fucked up. No, obviously I fucked up, obviously I fucked up. So what happened is I saved over one of the save states, and I had to go get the Mask of Truth again, and basically I was back to right after the Water Temple, which sucked, but didn't matter because I wanted to record, so I literally just went to that save state, and I'm here now. Doesn't fucking matter because honestly, the commentary I did on the Shadow Temple the first time, I just remember it wasn't very. I don't think it was a commentary. I actually fucked up on Bongo Bongo. I had to do the whole dungeon again, and it just, knock on wood, that doesn't happen here. But yeah. Side note, that's what happened. So, but we're back. We're here. We're at the Shadow Temple. So let's get going. So this place is very, very confusing and enigmatic. Definitely the most out of all of the dungeons. Maybe besides the Forest Temple. The Forest Temple is confusing for why it's there. This one is as well, but I think it's more apparent what the purpose of this place was as we go forward. So I don't know. I mean, I think this place works as a creepy place. As we'll start to see, this is actually the most linear dungeon in the entire game, which is surprising, to say the least, given that it's, like a maze, like a spooky sex dungeon. You know what I'm saying? Impa sex dungeon. I'd happily go to Impa's sex dungeon. Miss Pointy Tits can take some pliers to me, and I'll be fine with that. All right, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the backstory here. So what is it? Okay, so that's just kind of a hint that you gotta use the Eye of Truth, Lens of Truth, whatever the fuck. So obviously, show this off probably last time or whatever. Use the Lens of Truth. You can see past faux walls. Not 3 walls, faux walls. So let's go in here. And wouldn't you know it, we have another dead hand. I was thinking earlier when I was playing to get the Lens of Truth, I mean, this is the closest this game ever got to, like, horror. Like, seriously, I mean, this enemy is ripped straight out of Silent Hill 2. Okay, but something I want to show is if you use the Lens of Truth in the dead hand fight, you can actually... Oh, I actually really can't... Oh, here it is. It's right here. So you see this little shadow right here? You're gonna want to throw a bomb on that. This way you don't have to use yourself as bait. But here we go. Remember how long it took last time? Yeah, we got the big on sword. Let's see what this guy thinks about that. Okay, well that's what he thinks about it. Call me an idiot. Oh, so did the hand. Alright, so what we're gonna do is, of course, you know, I'm getting back in the swing of it. I haven't played this game in a while. Let's just be honest. It's been a break, you know. So we're looking for that shadow. It's right over there. I see it. Alright, let's get it going. What does Navi say about this? First defense, sure. That's exactly what she would be. She would be saying, Link, get the fuck out of there, dude. What the fuck is this Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein looking fucking slime goblin? I don't fucking know, man. I'm telling you, I'm just trying to have a good time. So let's, right in the middle. Actually a pretty strategic spot for it, but you ain't gonna fall for it. Get the fuck out of here. Alright. Alright. So honestly, when you really think about it, that might be the fastest mid-boss of any Zelda dungeon. Like seriously, I mean that was fast as fuck. And with that we got the hover boots. One of the most inconsequential item upgrades, I think, in any Zelda game. Well, actually, you know what? I can't say that. They are probably in this game. All they do is make you walk like Luigi and let you hover over fucking gaps. So really, they're pretty situational. But they're, you know, Pegasus boots. They are not, because they're not cool. Just like me. All right, what does this guy say? We're laying this self-deprecation on thick today. That's what we're doing. I don't know. I'm just trying to have commentary. I don't know. I don't fucking know. What do you want me to talk about? The fucking dungeon? Let's just talk about the dungeon. How about this room with all these little gestured little paintings here? These are cool, huh? Always looking at these. These are cool. Look at that. Look at that muddy texture. Look at that. Look at that muddy texture. We got 64 bits here. We got muddy texture here. You like that? No, I'm just kidding. I love this game. I can't shit on this game too much. What we want to do in here, though, is, yeah, I mean, honestly, like, the beginning of this dungeon, I kind of like it. I mean, you come in and you just go fight the dead hand, and then, whatever the fuck it is, yeah. So, and then you come in here and there's this, I mean, it's a pretty simple puzzle. I mean, it's asking for its beak to face the skull of truth. So we gotta move this, I don't know what you'd call this spiked wall towards the real skull. I don't know if you know this, Industrial Light and Magic actually did the special effects at the Shadow Temple. Alright, so that's what we want to do. And now, of course, like I said, situational as fuck. Oh, I wonder how we get over there, right? Of course, you're gonna whip the hover boots, and we're gonna die. That's what we're gonna do. Good. Very awesome. I love doing that. I love fucking like that up. Alright, so now, we're just gonna go over. We're not gonna fuck it up again, alright? I was about to make a fucking Last Crusade reference, but, you know, the game didn't want me to, so, we're not gonna do it this time. Okay. I'm talking at 90 miles per hour right now, aren't I? We got BMOS here. BMOS is chilling out. And okay, one more. You know, BMOS are actually really scary too. That little abdomen of the BMOS kind of freaked me out. His teeth look like something out of like Pan's Labyrinth or fucking The Thing or something. Okay, so we got the dungeon map and we got some more Gibdos in here. Let's fuck these Gibdos up. See, now that I have the fire arrows, I want to see if they turn into redeads. Oh, no, they don't. So that is just Majora's Mask. Alright, so that can show you how strong the Big Goron sword is. I remember I was watching the episode in the well earlier, and it took the Kokiri sword, like, I don't know, like 12 hits to kill the fucking Gibdo. That takes 2. So very nice. Oh fuck, oh my god. That's a compass. You know, normally I actually would never get the compass or the dungeon map in this game because I was so scared of the fucking redeads that I was just like, any redead I can avoid is a redead I'm gonna avoid. So, and I actually did it in the lost recording that I was talking about earlier. And I was like, you know what, I mean, come on. You know, I may not get any women, but I think my balls are big enough to fucking walk past a fucking redead. And come on, Mike. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? We're collecting silver rupees, that's what we're doing here. And silver rupees are the most redundant puzzle in this entire game. I think if you could find one thing that everybody doesn't like about Ocarina of Time, silver rupee puzzles. I mean, I'm okay with them, you know? They're okay. But honestly, now that I'm doing this, I don't even think this room is even necessary. I think this literally just gives you some arrows or something. Okay, never mind. I'm thinking of the one further in the dungeon, not to spoil anything, but there's another one of these Grim Reapers further in the dungeon with these scythes. These are pretty cool. I like these set pieces. That's the one thing. The aesthetic of the Shadow Temple does fire. The music is awesome. You know, the music's great. I think it's, I mean, considering it's just the same as the well music, that's kind of shitty, but it's great. It really is one of the best tracks in the game in terms of, you know, building the aesthetic. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I feel about the Shadow Temple. It's probably one of my favorite ones just because of the spooky theme. I always do this too. I don't know if many people know. Okay, now I'm just... Okay, alright. Alright, we're gonna use the fairy because, I don't want to have to listen to the beeping, and I'm certain that the viewer doesn't want to listen to the beeping either, so we're gonna not die, though. Maybe I should focus on that instead of my fucking 2-bit commentary. Alright, so now we can go this way, and that makes that room just that much easier, if you ask me, using the long shot, so here we go. Now this, I think, is one of the biggest rooms in the game. I was saying... that second room in the Fire Temple probably is the biggest room, but the Shadow Temple's just got some mammoth rooms in it, and this is one of them. But like I said earlier, it's linear as fuck. All you really need to do here is go to the right. No, that's not what we want to know. Okay. Oh, and that's great too. Yeah, that's great too, because you start all the way up here. Alright. Alright. That's great. So I'm actually recording this about 3 days before the Switch 2 comes out, which is going to be an interesting transition. And okay, all right. The Switch 2, obviously, I think, as you might guess, I pre-ordered it. I'm excited for it. But I am very concerned about a few things. You know, just a few things. We're gonna take on the Stout House. 1-1-2. Alright, so we fucked that Stout go up. I'm pretty sure. Is there a key over there? Let's think about this real quick. No, I think we want to go this way. So yeah, I mean, there's some things about the Shadow Temple that are kind of meh. Like, there's a bunch of Silver Rupee puzzles, which really aren't puzzles, you know what I mean? Like, I call them that, but they're barely puzzles. It's like, oh, there's a Silver Rupee there, go find it and pick it up, right? Like, so that's kind of part and parcel of the issue. Besides that, I think a lot of people have a problem with the linearity. You know, like, there's really no offshoots. Like, if you know how to do this dungeon, you can do it really fast. But where the combat picks up the slack, though, in terms of difficulty, there's a lot of combat in this game. I think there's... in this... wow. Yeah, there's... okay. I think you know what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of combat in this dungeon. In particular, with Stalfos. I know there's that point later on where you have to fight two Stalfos, and it's very, very, very dangerous. You know, it can be dangerous. Stalfos can be kind of spooky and dangerous sometimes. But yeah. This is a cool room. This is probably actually one of my favorite rooms in the dungeon. It makes good use of the Eye of Truth, and you gotta use this this block. You want to stop there, right in the middle. Now you can pull it all the way. I want to put it all the way so you can climb up there. So I need to remember where there's a fairy in this dungeon, because I do not want to fuck up on Bongo Bongo again. I might honestly look it up. I can't truly remember where there is a fairy. There might be one in here, but I doubt it. This is gonna be rupees or something. Yeah, so I guess since 8 months ago, because I know whoever's watching this is really interested in, you know, and actually, you know, concerned about my life. Basically what I've been doing is just hanging out, finishing college, and, you know, doing what I gotta do, you know, be a good boy. Not really. I got arrested. That actually wasn't a joke, so, you know, I don't know. I don't really need to go into that. If I had viewers, I would go into it because it'd be funny, but since, you know, I don't, like, I just feel like it's kind of needless. But I got arrested, and it wasn't anything bad, so don't judge me like, okay, well, it was bad, but it wasn't anything, you know, gross, if you know what I mean, you know. Okay, so we're going to continue on with the dungeon. I think there's going to be a fairy somewhere, but honestly, we don't need fairies, we're just going to keep going. There we go. There we go, another, this is what I'm talking about. I think this is the third one. I think this is the final one. There might be one more. This is probably it. But yeah, it's just like, I think people had a problem with that, with you know, and I think a lot of people like this dungeon a lot, but I don't know. I think that the theme kind of is the main reason this place is cool. You know? Like, I don't think anyone's gonna argue that the Forest Temple or Spirit Temple is better. Aren't better, excuse me. But I do like this one. I've always liked it. Just being a fan of horror movies, you know? And, you know, like, Zelda's always been kind of spooky in a lot of ways. Alright, I'll stop. But this is actually one of the spookiest areas in any Zelda dungeon. Or any Zelda game, I mean. Yeah, like, it really is creepy. Like, I mean, I'm thinking of other scary Zelda dungeons, you know, like, I guess, even like in Majora's Mask, which is overall a scarier game, I don't think there's anything in that game that comes close to this, besides maybe the Gibdo Well, which is creepy, but it's also like Link's running around as a Gibdo, so it's kind of funny, you know. Which I guess that by nature, like, where would you rather be? I mean, the correct answer is neither, right? But I mean, I'm asking, like, where would you rather be if you had to go to either place? I'd probably go to Impa's Sex Dungeon before I'd go to the spooky Gibdo Well. Alright? Okay, so you know, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, this place, honestly, is one of the scariest places, but I think the Gibdo Well probably trumps it. So, alright. Can we get... I thought we were gonna need the fucking hover boots for a second. Alright, I don't want to collect the things again. I'm just gonna go... Oh, you have to. Oh. See, that's what I'm talking about. Did they come back? I think they come back, don't they? Fuck. Alright, whatever. Let's play some Bombskiball. Alright. The Skulltula. I'm gonna let it live, because I'm a pacifist. And I'm gonna proceed to, massacre all the keys in this room. Where's the other keys? Where's the other keys? I hear it. Oh. Right. And of course there's one more. Nope, there isn't. Alright. Like I said, I'm a pacifist. Alright, let's, I actually am, but, you know, that's, besides the point. Not in Zelda. What I was talking about earlier about the Switch 2, though, is obviously people are kind of upset with Big Daddy N. I mean, let's be honest. If I asked you 3 years ago, how much would they spend, or a random person, how much they would spend, like, on a Mario Kart game, right? It would be ludicrous to anyone to even suggest spending $80 on something like Mario Kart. You know, games like Breath of the Wild, there's more of an argument, right? Okay, so if you told me 8 months ago, last time I recorded an episode, they're gonna be charging $80 baseline for most Switch games that you're gonna want to play. Granted, I'm talking the Metroid Prime 4s, I'm talking the Mario Kart Worlds. They're gonna be $80. And you know what I would have said? I would have said, these fuckers print money, and they don't even care what the consumer thinks. I mean, look back to the Wii era. Look how good the Wii did. You know what I mean? The Wii did so fucking well. Okay? Look back to the DS era. The same era. The DS did so fucking well. Right? Okay? The Switch did so fucking well. But you know what did better than all of those consoles? The Switch, I think, actually. Yeah, I think the Switch is their best-selling console. My point being, okay, my point is that back even in the 90s, this company had so much fucking money in the bank, and that's still all there, okay? And not only that, this company was supposed to be like the, you know, the consumer, the happy company, right? A happy company, you know, we got, you know, the cutesy mascots everywhere. It's like, Nintendo doesn't give a shit anymore, man. They are so business oriented now that, like, they don't care, and it's like they have us by the balls. I'm obviously going on a tangent here, you know, and this is coming from someone who pre-ordered it, so it's like, you know, I had to. Okay, because guess what? Guess what game is heavily rumored right now? Guess what? I'll give you 3 guesses. No, it's not Plumbers Wear Ties. That's not even the title of the game. Good fucking joke, though, you fucking dunce. This game is heavily rumored to be getting a HD remake right now, which is gonna render this playthrough completely fucking antiquated. But you know what? I don't care, because I'll be fucking playing Spirit Temple in HD, running around fucking Hyrule. How much do you think they're gonna charge for that game? How much? How much? They could charge $100 fucking for that game, and I would be there day one to fucking buy it. This is part and parcel my issue, okay? I've said that twice now, okay? Alright, I've said that twice, so we know it's a big deal. They know people are gonna pick up Mario Kart World, because it's fucking Mario Kart. It's the first new Mario Kart game in literally fucking 13 years, or like 12 years or something. So they say, yeah, fuck the consumer, they'll buy it. Fuck you, you'll buy it. Exactly their business model right now is fuck you, you'll buy it. And it's like, I want to love this company because I do love this company because they've given us so many amazing fucking games. But it's like, it's just like, at a certain point, you know, and I know I'm one of the people who bought it. So like, I'm part of the problem, right? But it's like, I just want to fucking play Metroid Prime 4. I mean, Mario Kart World's one thing, but that's the game I've been looking forward to since my fucking balls dropped. Like, I've been wanting that game since I was a junior in fucking high school. I am now a college graduate. Okay, I have an associate's degree, but I graduated. Alright? That doesn't matter. The point being is they should only charge $75 max. 70 games. They could charge 65, and I don't think anyone would have complained. In fact, I think honestly, I feel like the stigma is worth it for them, you know? Like, they're gonna get so much shit the next 3 years, because my point all being here, to sum it all up, it opens the door. It opens the door for companies like Rockstar, who have a game obviously coming out next year. And that little game is called fucking Grand Theft Auto 6. You know how much they're gonna charge for Grand Theft Auto 6? I'm gonna have to put a fucking mortgage. I'm not even gonna make that joke because I don't pay bills. But that game is gonna cost $100 fucking dollars, and I bet my left fucking nut it will, with tax. I bet it's 95, 99, 94, 95. I don't fucking know. They're gonna charge $100 for that fucking game. And then of course you can do everything. You get the fucking Rockstar paywall. You can pay $50 fucking dollars to get a couple dick sucks to your online character. It's like, fuck you, Rockstar. Alright, we're gonna cut it there. That's a good stopping point right on this fucking Triforce. Yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Next time we will be continuing our way through the Shadow Temple. Hopefully I just slow down. I mean, you could tell why I wanted to record today. I'm fucking pissed. Actually, I'm not really pissed. I'm kind of mellow right now, but alright. Thanks for